Hi, ladies and gentlemen. Eddie Marcus here again. A little earlier today, I did a post about little government, big government. And as I was thinking about it afterwards, it became apparent to me, as I indicated earlier, that little government, people are concerned about little government when they don't want to be held back from doing some things that perhaps that they want to do. Usually, they don't want to be held back from doing some things that the law prohibits them from doing. You see, government, it's a balance to make sure that that which exists proper. That it has no this type of resistance. We're really talking about that order. That's the main thing. So when you talk about little government, that allows all kinds of things to happen because we're talking about a big world. So, and as I was thinking about it, I was thinking that government is the order of the universe, the galaxies, all of the planets, the stars, the earth, the rivers, the oceans. All of it got order. Peace, order. Prosperity, order. Life, order. There's order. So there's a government that protects it. There's a government that defines it. And so the things that we talk about here as a benefit of living as a human being on the earth, then we ask ourselves, what are those things that are important? What are those things that are essential? What are those things that would define whether we are satisfied or not? And when we ask ourselves that, if we answer it, we say food, clothing, shelter, education, health care, transportation, and anything that exists that you might want to. This is what is pleasing to you. Now, if you had these things met, what do you think that would do for you? Then that would allow you, all of you, to live in peace and be prosperous and free. It allow you to have joy in your life and be happy and to live your dreams. That's what it would allow you to do. Now, how can you guarantee one from the other? Well, you're guaranteed by those who would benefit from, participate in the product, the production, the manifestation of all the things that you have in the reservoir of goods and services. You participate in it. By participation, I'm trying to say this all the time, by participation in it, you become part owners of it. And what you own, you don't have to buy. You just access it. So what I'm thinking is, ladies and gentlemen, personally me, you talk about little government, big government, I want government big enough to make sure that every American got a job. I want government big enough to make sure that everybody got housing. I want government big enough to make sure that everybody got food. I want government big enough to make sure that everybody can access education. I want government big enough to make sure that every American got access to health care. I want government big enough to make sure that they got access to transportation, infrastructure, and access to anything that are made by the hands of man. I want government big enough to guarantee that to them. I want government big enough to reclaim the resources of the earth that God gave to all of us, reclaim it from those who got their names on it and start milking us and abusing us. Reclaim it, and that basically means nationalize. But what is the goal? The goal is to make, through the words and actions of we the people, the goal is to assure that each of us here in America have access to living as though we're in heaven. Not have to worry about lying and cheating and stealing. Don't have to worry about hatred and racism and bigotry. Don't have to worry about terror and war. Don't have to worry about guns. Don't have to worry about white folks trying to do something to you or black folks trying to do something to white folks. You don't have to worry about any of that kind of stuff. Why? Because you're following government that produces balance. Thank you.